like that.
With a string of pearls.
There's 70s years still pulled out.
Look at that. That's
She
brilliant.
doesn't like dating more than one guy at a time because her mom gets
23.
confused. Please welcome Linda Dennis.
Going on 35.
Hi, Linda. How are you? Good. Hey, guys, whistling out there. Linda is not unattractive. Okay. How does your mom get confused, Linda, when you date all these guys at one time?
Well, when I'm dating more than one person, one will call and say, is Linda there? And say, no, who's this? And my mom tends to get a little overly friendly on the phone because she wants to know who it is.
Oh.
And they say, well, this is Bob. Tell her I called. And then somebody else will call, and then she'll get to her again, ask, and she'll say, oh, is this Bob? Oh. And they'll go, no, this is Tom.
Who's Bob?
And no, they wait
Blowing
to
the
get me on the
cover
phone.
quick.
And she does this maybe 2-3 times while I was dating, and they'd call me back up and they go, who's Tom?
Yeah.
And then I just go, Mom, just answer the phone and just say.
Either that or get your own apartment. You gotta either move out of the house and start dating more than one guy, yeah. Does your mom ever give you dating advice?
She gives me advice. I look too hard. And she knows. I do.
You look the way me too peculiar, too particular, rather?
Yeah, I'm out there looking all the time, so as not to look too hard.
Oh.
They always say they should come to me.
What are you looking for?
Oh.
Really? When you're out there looking, you think, boy, if I could just meet a guy like this, what is it?
Good looks.
Is that all?
She's out there all the time looking for the good
I'm
look.
always looking. I'm looking all the time. I'm just looking all the time. What do you like? Good looks. That's what she went for first. Good looks.
I wonder what her motives are.
She's 23. I can't believe it.
I wonder what her motives are. She's not acting like it. She's not acting like someone that doesn't act is 23.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Looking for the good looks, and Tom, Bob, and Jim are all calling and getting confused on
exactly. All options are all open.
Right? Anything's possible.
I'd say it, but good looks. No, physique, somebody, good physique, they take care of themselves.
Physique, good looks.
Good looks, physique. Now it's got to be the job.
Big shoe, large shoe size, big hands. Uh-oh, we lost sound. Where are we going?
He's a little high.
That's technical difficulty on the video.
Date he enjoys.
I wonder what she said.
Film distribution.
Uh-oh.
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 That looks like a real life.
Just to watch their eyes. Languages. He says when it comes to dating, he's interested in more than just the casual.
Ralph Macchio.
Girls complain about one-night stands and things like that, and it is very important, I think, to let them know, especially on a first date, that you are different.
Christian Slater.
All right. Finally, you watched Wayne. Wayne was raised in New Jersey, and he likes to go back often to visit. He says when he falls in love, words can't describe it. He just knows.
It's something I just feel. I look at that person, and I feel something back from them. It's not the makeup they're wearing or the clothes, or just that they happen to be looking really healthy at that moment. But it's just that it's a feeling. It hits you right there.
Okay, now Linda selected one of those men as her date. We're going to show you all three men again before you vote. Here they come. First, it was John. He's 25. He's a film distributor. Then Daniel. He's a sign painter. He's also 25. Finally, Wayne. He's 23. He's a chiropractic student. Okay, audience, time for your voting machines. Who do you think Linda should have gone out with? Know a little about her? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to meet the man that Linda selected. You're going to hear everything that happened on that date. We're going to do it in just 2 minutes and 2 seconds. John Sinclair, young Olympic hopes who she selected. Who'd you pick, Linda?
I selected Wayne.
Wayne was the last one. Wayne haven't seen each other since.
We forgot to pick who he was. Actually,
I already picked. I picked 3. I did this.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't see. I thought 3 myself. I said they're all boring as shit. 3 looks about the best prospect out of them all.
Yeah. For all of her not that he's good looking, but he seems to be fit. He's not ugly,
Yeah,
and he's got a possibly good job.
and he's got personality. Yeah,
And he's a romantic because he just loves love.
he loves love. He loves to buy girls things and show off his muscles. Perfect for it.
Love. Yeah.
So Dave, as always, we're here from both sides. Let's say hello to Wayne Press. Hi, Wayne. Hi. How are you? Good. Good. Wayne, anytime you feel like jumping in, just you can talk to us anytime, okay? Make yourself comfortable. Tell us about the date, Lenny.
Okay, I live in San Luis Obispo.
That's it. Now, by the let me get geography here for everybody in the United States. San Luis Obispo is about 3 hours from here, maybe 4.
3.5.
3.5 hours from Los Angeles. A long way up north.
Okay, so he lived in the LA area, so we picked a mutual spot, which was Santa Barbara.
About halfway.
Right. And so we got to Santa Barbara, and we were supposed to meet underneath this tree.
Mm-hmm.
Off of 101, there's a beautiful, huge tree. So we're supposed to meet.
What is this, like Shawshank Redemption? Like going to this tree when you get there, I'll put a
At
little
the end,
box.
dig a hole, and there's a box in there.
And in the box, there's going to be a map to where I'm sitting, and I'll be waiting for you forever, for whenever.
Think about it. Without technology, think about it. You'd have to give them so many specific things, right? Like,
I know, that's
like,
all.
drive on a highway, whatever. Meet me under the tree.
And then he was 30 minutes late. Like, what? Like, yeah.
I'm very punctual, and I'm, no.
I had a hard time finding the tree. She didn't explain it that great. I told him
There's more than one tree in Santa Barbara.
There's more than one tree off the 101 freeway,
Yeah.
Oh my God. This stuff. Let's see if there's any getting lost going on in this date.
I think so.
I think this got to be like, this sounds like a whammy.
There. Well, he was 15 minutes early, so I got there right at 4 o'clock. So I pulled in. I knew what kind of car he had, and he wasn't.
He was planning. He's smart. He goes, "This sounds like a fucking setup for being late. I'm going to show up. I'm going to leave early in case." And he got there on time.
There. So I pulled in the gas station across the street. Once I pulled up in the gas station, he was standing inside the gas station. So I got out of the car and I looked at him and I go, "The tree's over here, on the other side of the street,
Yeah.
And then I guess he realized it was me. And he came out and.
Were you both kind of waiting on there to see what the other one looked like, just in case?
I thought that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
I asked.
Ah, so they did have a little discrepancy by finding that old tree after all.
He parked his car and walked across the street to make sure that she looked like what he expected to. Otherwise, he'd jump in the car and just back up the freeway.
She's ugly. I gotta go. I got catfished.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I know, this is funny. This is like 41 years ago, so this is like a totally different era. So,
were you doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it is. Yeah, I got caught. Did the date get off to a good start, Wayne?
From talking to her on the phone, she sounded very attractive just because of things she had to say and the way she held our conversation. And after the first 5 minutes, though, it seemed that she didn't have much more to say, and I wanted her to say more. I wanted to get more in the conversation. As a matter of fact, I did a lot of the talking.
What do you talk about?
Well, I wasn't impressed. I was kind of disappointed, and so that got off so long. He talked.
Well, let's move on with the date and see where you went and what you did.
Okay, we started walking.
Bad date. It's a really bad date.
That's not how you start off with a good date.
It's like, from the phone call, she sounded attractive. Like, this is what he's saying. So when I got there, instead of saying she wasn't attractive, he's like, well, she didn't talk much, and I did all the talking. That was it. Like, not she wasn't as attractive as I thought she would be. As he made her up in his head, because he had this voice, and he's made up the vision of this voice, and it didn't match with what he met up with.
I mean, she's, she's like not unattractive. She's not like.
I think she's pretty. Like, the hair is like standard 80s like icon hair. And she's got nice eyes. She's got, I don't know, I don't think she's unattractive at all.
It's got kind of, her face shape is kind of just not that flattering, but I'm not that picky. She's not really my type.
Yeah.
To his car, and we left my car at the gas station, so we started walking, and we drove to a certain spot. We took the car, so we thought we'd walk through Santa Barbara, just the little area of Santa Barbara, and we drove to the restaurant, and we had a really nice dinner, and we got somebody to take our picture outside the restaurant, and he put his arm around me, and that's about the only time he touched me all night, and that was it. And
Gee, Wayne, this girl is really attractive. I mean, you got to be kidding. How come you weren't more affectionate?
Well, she said something in the beginning of, she said that she wasn't impressed.
Yes, I remember she said
that. She said that. I wasn't impressed after, talking with her, because I value personality a lot. And her personality did not...
She seems to have a delightful personality.
You spend a day up in Santa Barbara with her.
I'd love
it. Wow.
Wow.
Look at, she's shocked.
She's like, what?
She's got nice teeth for the 80s.
Jeez. Wow. That was a good comment. Fair left. Like, I could not picture that one coming. You try spending a day with her at Santa Barbara.
They don't have any chemistry. That's their problem.
That's all. That's all. And he was very much talking about how he just knows that it's a feeling, and he clearly wasn't having that feeling.
Right,
so,
right.
What do you do?
All right.
I don't mean that negatively or bad, but
she may not want to spend a day in Santa Barbara.
No, I thought we had a good time, and I thought she was an enjoyable companion to have that whole day.
So we
don't get upset.
He's trolling.
Yeah.
We started. We after dinner we walked some more. He drove me back to my car, and we thanked each other for the date, and he shook hands, and I asked him if I could have a kiss, and he said he didn't kiss on the first date. And I didn't. I thought he was kidding, and I said, "Are you kidding?" And he said, "No." I just go, "Okay." I exit real quick. So I did. I left.
All I gotta say is, if she wasn't so impressed, then why did you want to kiss in the first place?
Because you got a free meal out of it, and at least you could have done was kiss me goodnight.
Let's see who the audience voted for. It's another big time in Santa Barbara. Linda, come on, Linda, the audience shows John 73%. John seems to have walked off with this thing. Now, the audience thinks that you made a mistake. You should have gone out with John. Maybe you did make a mistake. But if you want to go out with John, we'll be happy to pay for it.
I'd love to go out with John.
Would you?
Yeah, I really would.
Yeah? Well,
as a matter of fact, I mentioned to her that she should go out again go back and go out with another person. Did I not say that?
Yes, you did.
Looks like your wish came true, Wayne. Sorry things didn't work out. We have a nice gift for you, though.
Did you see her face?
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I think you're cute.
Thank you.
You're delightful. I tell you what. Listen, we got a nice gift for you. We're going to come right back with the next guest in just a minute.
So 80s typical. But you want to know something, though? Women like her is what sets women back, because she was using all her looks, and her sexuality was all she led with. And then she had no substance, and the guy wasn't really feeling her or whatever.
Yeah.
And she didn't,
He wasn't nasty about it. Like, he was just like not into it. And I agree too. Can I just tell you, if I went on a date with someone and I wasn't attracted to them, I wouldn't be asking for a kiss at the end of the night. I'd be like, "Thanks for tonight. It was nice to meet you. Like, let's just put this down to an experience and see you later. Like, out, go."
I think that was a tactic on her part to tell him that she's not that interested, to make him try harder. I think she's used to getting to manipulate men in that sort of way. She seemed kind of a little bit
Well, she dates a lot. Remember, her mum answers multiple men at one time.
So
Oh,
she's
yeah.
manipulative. She manipulates men. So that's part of it as well. So like I noticed that from the jump street, just to even put him at odds like that. And then he didn't respond the way
She
like
expected.
like the men that she's used to dating who try harder. You know what I mean? Because to people please. He wasn't one that
Yeah.
he was secure with who he was. He knew
Yeah.
what he wanted. He's probably used to women being a certain way. He's a professional, he's intelligent. So he saw through a lot of the stuff she was
Yeah.
doing. And like he
That
said on the
was.
phone, he basically said on the phone, she talked a good game,
Yeah. Yes.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But in person, it wasn't as as much substance there.
Exactly.
That's that was interesting. No, we haven't had one like that before. We haven't had an episode like this.
No, especially not from the I mean, this is pretty of a modern style, kind of like this is like a G check, like an 80s G check, like all the stuff the guys on like the